68,000 Americans put a reservation on this SUV before a single one left the factory. Not because of marketing. Because Tesla fans finally found something the Model Y physically cannot do. And it starts at $46,000. But here's what the pre-order buzz is completely burying. The R2 doesn't run on a scaled-down R1S platform. Rivian built this from the ground up on entirely new architecture. That one distinction changes everything you think you're buying. The driving experience isn't aggressive, it's confident. Rivian tuned this for real American life. Highways, light trails, school pickups, weekend camping runs. The power delivery is smooth and deliberate, not frantic. Corners feel planted and predictable. On the highway, it's genuinely quiet. And that matters when your commute runs 45 minutes each direction. It doesn't feel like a $46,000 compromise. It feels like a decision. Sit inside and the frunk hits you immediately. Usable, deep, accessible. Something the Model Y has never meaningfully offered. The horizontal display runs core controls cleanly enough. Build quality is honest for the price point. Not luxury, not budget. It earns its number. The software, though, is still maturing. You'll hit occasional lag. Interface quirks that Tesla loyalists will genuinely not tolerate. That's not a knock. It's a real warning you deserve before you configure your order. Now, the 3 reasons this car belongs on your shortlist. First, off-road capability is standard. No package, no upcharge. The Model Y requires an absurd upgrade path to get anywhere close to what the R2 delivers out of the box. Second, it's American-built in Normal, Illinois. That means federal EV tax credit eligibility that drops your effective price toward $38,000 if you qualify. That's not a small number. Third, Rivian's adventure network is strategically placed where EV adventurers actually go. Not just highway rest stops, national parks, trailheads. That's real infrastructure built for your actual life. If you're seriously comparing the R2 against the Model Y or the Ioniq 5, subscribe right now. We have a full head-to-head coming that will save you from a very expensive miscalculation. 3 honest problems every buyer needs to hear. 1. Rivian's service network is still thin outside major metros. Warranty work is an inconvenience today that becomes a real problem if something goes wrong on month 14. 2. Base range is tracking under 280 miles. If highway driving is your weekly reality, you need the long-range trim, and that pushes your cost past $50,000 before a single option. 3. Rivian is still a company burning cash. They're improving, but if parts availability and brand longevity keep you up at night, that concern is not irrational, and nobody should tell you otherwise. In the current USA market, the R2 and Model Y land at nearly identical price points. But they serve completely different people. Adventure first, trail ready, American-built EV. The R2 wins by a margin that's hard to argue. Widest charging network and most mature EV software in America? Tesla still leads. This is not a tie. It depends entirely on your actual life. But before you configure a single trim level, there is one critical thing about how Rivian structured the R2's options that most buyers are getting completely wrong right now. And it's quietly costing people thousands in unnecessary upgrades. Buy the R2 if you want genuine off-road DNA, Rivian's adventure identity, and you qualify for the federal tax credit. Target the long-range trim. If highway miles are your weekly reality, the base range is the single number most likely to disappoint you. Walk away if you need a dense service network today, or want the most developed EV software on the market. At the right trim, this is genuinely smart money. At the wrong trim, it's a frustrating compromise you'll feel every time the range anxiety arrives. Before you finalize anything, watch our Rivian R2 versus Tesla Model Y comparison. Because your real cost and your actual decision look completely different once those two are side by side with honest numbers.